stops and tells me, if you're those girls, now this time the relationship has taken off.
Yes, yes.
So he tells me, if you're those women who cannot wait, then you're in a wrong relationship. I'm like, what did he say?
What did you say?
And this came when I was buying my first car.
Yes.
So I went and consulted him and asked him. And I think this time I just asked him a straight question. Do you marry someone who has a car and you don't have?
Yes. Welcome to Ignite Possibilities Show. This is the platform where we spotlight extraordinary women who share their stories of resilience, of bravery, of courage, of their love, of their empathy. In this platform, we celebrate women achievements. We highlight their joys, their pains, and we bring in those stories to inspire you, our viewers. And today we have an interesting, amazing woman. She's a woman of excellence and would like her to introduce herself.
My name is Mary Richard. I've been married for the last 18 years. I have a teenager boy, 15 years old, a daughter, 10 years old, and a son, 7 years old. I'm a financial advisor with Britam, the top employer in this country. I'm an award-winning financial advisor.
Oh.
So my daily routine when I wake up in the morning is to just interrupt your life. Because when we go to school, we are told how to get good jobs, to so high in our careers. But no one knows when we earn the money, what we do with the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you will find a doctor's house has been locked by the landlord when he has all the money. You wouldn't expect a doctor to have his house locked because he's not paid rent for the last 8 months. How does that happen? Because you don't know how to manage your money.
Mm-hmm.
So when I come to your life, I interrupt that.
Wow.
Have you created an emergency fund
Mm-hmm.
in the event that you're not working?
Mm-hmm.
Can you survive in the next 3 to 6 months without borrowing anyone money?
Without borrowing any money.
Without borrowing anyone money.
Mm-hmm.
Even your friends will not even know that you
Mm-hmm.
don't have your job.
Mm-hmm.
And also that gives you privilege of negotiating the next job.
Mm-hmm.
If you have money to run you the next 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to get a cheaper. Let's say, for example, you are earning 150,000.
Mm-hmm.
If you get an offer of 100,000, you will
Mm-hmm.
not take it because you can run
Mm-hmm.
the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
But in the event you don't have money to pay your next rent,
Mm-hmm.
what happens?
Mm-hmm.
I give you an offer of 80,000 shillings,
Mm-hmm.
and because you have nowhere to go, you just take. So this gives you a competitive edge
Wow.
to be able to sell yourself because
Mm-hmm.
you can take care of your next 6 months.
Wow. So Mary, you are an expert in finance. I can see this.
Yes, yes.
Wow, and you are very passionate.
And also
About
about
this.
retirement,
Yes.
this is what is on top right now.
Mm.
I have seen people who have done very well in their career.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to retirement,
Yes.
they have nothing to show for it. You have a beautiful house,
Mm-hmm.
but you cannot go to your house and break some of the bricks to buy bread.
Yes.
You cannot set a piece of land to
Mm-hmm.
buy bread.
Wow.
So what we require in old age is liquidity.
Liquidity.
So
cash
as
is
you-
queen and king.
Cash is king.
Yes.
And did you know that you cannot even transact
Mm-hmm.
to sell any property when you're on your sick bed?
It is true.
You will die with your shambas on your sick bed when you don't have liquid cash.
That is so true.
So liquidity
Yes.
is very key when you go to retire.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mary, for that powerful introduction. Viewers, you can see our guest is married, happily married for that matter.
Yes.
She has a family, she has children. That means she is a mother and she is actually parenting. And she has just told us that she has been married for 18
Yes.
18 years.
Yes.
Today we are going to speak about her story, how she evolved from that little young girl with a desire, with a dream to get married, how she met her spouse, and the secrets, how she has made it for 18 years in marriage. 18 years in marriage is not a small feat. It is something to be celebrated. And we are here to celebrate one of us.
Yes.
And in addition, she's an finance expert, personal finance expert. She'll also tell us about how she has navigated that issue of money. You know, money issues, they break families, they break marriages. So she'll also tell us how she has been able to navigate that. She will tell us how she has handled her in-laws and all these things that contribute to the success of a marriage. So welcome Mary on board. And I want to start just from that sweet spot.
Yes.
You have been married for 18 years, and that, of course, is an incredible journey. Where did all this begin?
That's a very good question, because if there's something I can thank God for, and I feel really special about my life, if there's a gift God gave me, is my spouse.
Woo! Amazing.
When I'm counting when you say count your blessings,
yes,
I think my husband counts like one big blessing God gave to me.
That's so sweet.
How did it start?
Yes.
I go to visit a friend of mine in her office,
Mm-hmm.
and in the midst of our interaction,
Mm-hmm.
a young man just walks in,
Mm-hmm.
and then she introduces me to the young man.
Yes.
Then later, the young man invites me to his office,
Mm-hmm.
and what do I see?
Mm-hmm.
A Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and in his computer, he's playing some gospel music.
Wow.
So that was the first thing that struck me when I met my husband and go to his office.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't look at him like, I just saw a young man who is God-fearing, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So days pass by, and we are in church, and we're doing this wonderful book, Purpose Driven.
Mm-hmm. By Rick Warren?
By Rick Warren.
Mm.
So the organization of the church was like, set up small groups in your offices just to go through and discuss this book.
Yeah, yeah.
In your small Bible study groups, do
Mhm.
the same. And we also had small groups in church to
Yes.
discuss the same group.
Yes, yes.
So I get myself 4 books.
Mm-hmm.
One for myself,
Mhm.
2 for my 2 siblings who I used to live with,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 for a colleague who was very close to me. And
Yes.
I knew if I send this,
Yeah.
she would really be happy.
Yes.
So come Monday, we are doing this on Sunday, but come Monday, I go with my copy of Purpose Driven to the office,
Yes.
and I find this friend of mine already has a copy.
Oh.
What do I do with the next copy?
Yes.
Do you know, at that time, I
Yes.
remembered my husband,
Yes.
who was just a young man who
Yes.
feared the Lord.
Yes.
By the fact that I saw him play gospel music, I actually did not interrogate him about his faith,
Yes.
but that struck me.
Yeah.
So he is the next person who is going to enjoy that copy.
Yes.
So I just walk in town,
Yes.
in his office,
Yes.
and give him the book.
And all this time, it was just a friend.
He's not even a friend.
It's not even a friend.
He's not even a friend. We have
Uh-huh.
not related in any way. But
Yes.
when I found my colleague
Yes.
has already a copy of this book, he's the first person who came to my mind for the book.
Because of what you had seen,
Yes.
the Bible and the background music.
Gospel music.
Gospel music.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And that's this time,
Mhm.
I've just broken from a relationship. Like, I've not dated for 2 years.
Yes.
I've just broken from a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, this man,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I want to give my life to a man just to mess me around.
Yes, yes.
So in these 2 years, God
Yes.
really prepared me to become this woman.
Yes.
That I was ready for marriage.
Yes.
But I had conversed with my God that all I need, because I had met people in college, I've met people in church, I've met people as in the course of my work.
Mm.
People would become suitors really.
Yes.
But what I was looking for at this time, it was very clear. I wanted a man who has reverence for God
Mm-hmm.
and a man who has fear for God.
No wonder when you saw the Bible and the gospel music, something in your mind was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
for
but there was
really-
nothing.
For really, I did not even see my husband.
Yes.
I just saw him, small body,
Yes.
had men with 6-pack.
Yeah. So this was not the
This
picture.
was not the picture
ideal
of a husband in my mind.
in your mind.
Yes, it was not the picture.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
So time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
I go visit my friend. I pass by my husband's office. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, we're not even dating. We're not even saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
But now, as time went on, I found myself, every time I had a burden in my heart,
Yes.
I would go and talk to him.
Mm-hmm. You found it easy to talk to?
I found him like the place I would pour my heavy heart.
Without any judgment.
Without judgment.
Yes.
And I think he provided that. And innocently also, he just used to be there.
Wow.
So
a safe space.
He actually created a safe space for me.
Yes.
And this came when I was buying my first car.
Yes.
So I went and consulted him and asked him. And I think this time I just asked him a straight question. Do you marry someone who has a car and you don't have?
Yes.
So it's confidence
Yes.
of yes.
Yeah.
And this time, really, we have not even started relating. But at this level, because of the number of time I've gone to his office, remember, I have a friend in this organization.
Yes.
But it seems now I go to his office
more.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that. Yeah.
So one of these Fridays, I go to download my heavy heart to him.
Yes.
I actually suggested, can we do a movie?
Yes.
And now, us being Christians, we and I don't know him so well. We go to Nairobi Cinema that used to offer Christian movies.
Wow.
So we go pay the tickets. Yes. But as we are paying the tickets, me, I'm a very independent woman. Yes. You don't pay bills for me. He pays. And I'm like, I resisted, then I just let it go.
Oh, all right.
Then we go sit in the big cinema hall. No one is joining us for the movie. The movie is The Will. So because we have paid for it, they have to show.
Yes.
So they showed us.
Yes. And the two of you only.
Just the two of us.
In that big cinema hall.
Yes, we're just the two of us. We have sat at the balcony.
Yes.
Then we finished the movie, and being the independent woman I am, he has spent on me, I'm going to spend on him. I invite him for a cup of coffee.
Because he can't spend on you and you have not spent on him.
Yes, I don't want debts like alinifanyia.
No.
Deal. I want to cancel his bill.
So
we go have a cup of coffee.
Yes.
We finish. He goes his way, I go my way.
Yes.
We are not even dating. Are we dating? No. Then after some time, the dating story starts.
Yes.
Then one time we're going for coffee. I don't know if you can remember Wimby.
Yeah, Wimby. Yes.
Near Gill House.
Yes.
There used to be a Wimby
in
there.
The city of Nairobi.
So we are walking there, and then he stops and tells me, if you're those girls, now this time the relationship has taken off.
Yes.
So he tells me, if you're those women who cannot wait, then you're in a wrong relationship. I'm like, what did he say?
What did you say?
It's not women. It's not men who are scared of women. It's women who are scared of men. What has he done? He has just sealed our relationship.
Oh my goodness.
This is my husband now.
Oh my goodness. This is because in your mind you had this clear vision that you had told God, the man to marry me should be a man who will wait until we get married.
So it has come from him and it is sealed.
Sealed!
This is gonna be my husband. It doesn't matter how long I'm going to wait.
Yes.
I already have it.
Oh, that is fantastic. Hold on there, Mary. Our viewers, this is a very interesting story. Of course, you want to reach the end of this story. So, right now, look at that bell and subscribe and like this video, because this story is just interesting. You can't leave it there.
Yes.
Wow. That is such a beautiful principle, Mary.
Yes. I think I just had relationships where people, even brothers in church, you date for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and he's asking me what is beneath your skirt. Me, I didn't want those relationships. I had kept myself in campus.
Yes.
When I finished my campus life and I was not touched by any man, I said it's by the grace of God.
Yes.
It's not that I'm a tough woman.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
It's by the grace of
God.
God.
The grace of God.
I've gone through this.
Yes.
So why would I just give in easily to a man? Why can't I wait until I get married?
Wait until you get married.
And you know what? For those girls who are dating now, God honors purity.
Yes, exactly.
God honors purity.
That is so true.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing. So fast forward, Mary. First of all, I want to see this man. Was he from your tribesman?
No. In fact, let me tell you the funniest part of my relationship with
Yes.
my husband.
Yes.
I dated him for 4 months. I did not know his tribe.
You didn't know his tribe?
I did not know his tribe. We dated for 4 good months. Then one day I'm just seated. We used to love Wimby. So one day I'm seated, I'm asking him. I can actually vividly remember
that day.
Yeah, I asked him, so where do you come from?
Yes.
Because obviously, when you looked at my husband today, you wouldn't place him for tribe.
For a tribe.
And for me, having been brought up in the city, tribe is not a big deal.
Yes.
So I wouldn't go for tribe as the first thing we meet.
The first thing was character.
Not really driven by character, but in my mind, it is not easy for me to look at you by your tribe.
You don't judge by the tribe.
Yes. It's not the first thing when you meet. That's what I want to do.
Yes.
So for 4 months, I don't know. Then the guy tells me he's from Kilifi. I'm like, huh? Where's Kilifi in the map of Kenya?
Imagine.
Can you imagine God can block you and you're ignorant for some issues?
Yes.
I did not know where Kilifi was. Even with my good geography, I did not know where the Kilifi
you couldn't
was.
Exactly place
Kilifi is in the map of Kenya.
Yes.
So it asked me, have you been to Mombasa? Yes. Have you been to Malindi? Yes. Now Kilifi is in between Mombasa and Malindi. Hapo katikati. Oh my God. So what tribe are you?
Giriama.
My friend. I've never seen a Giriama in my life. This is the
first time.
So I go out. Of course, when you're in a new relationship, you tell your girlfriends. So I go telling my girlfriends, I'm dating a Giriama, and they're like, oh, they just laugh it off and say, you're going to be wearing mahando. I don't know what mahando is. Ignorance. God blocked it for me because if I would have missed this month, I don't know who I would be living with because I'm very happily married.
Yes.
And I actually love wearing mahando.
Yes.
It is really nice.
It's
You
nice.
just need to, sometimes we judge cultures without understanding what culture is. But this is a subject for another day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow, that's very beautiful. So you've been married for 18 years.
Yes.
Now we have gone past your love for relationship and all that. Now you are 18 years in marriage.
Yes.
And I don't know, what is the biggest lesson that your marriage has taught you about marriage?
One is patience.
Patience.
Patience. Because you have to be patient with your person. And the other thing that has stood out in our marriage is submission. As a woman, you cannot succeed if you're not submissive. And as a man, you cannot survive in your marriage if you're not loving. Those are two magnets. One pulls the other.
Yes.
When you realize there's no love, just submit.
Yes.
When you realize there's no submission, just love.
Yeah.
They pull each other. And the submission is from the wife. Don't think the man will submit to you.
No.
The man, even
that
the Bible says,
the
Bible says,
women
submit to your husbands and men love your wives.
Yes.
So if you get that trick as a young girl, as an old woman, it doesn't matter what your marriage is going through. Learn that magnet of submission and love. They pull each other. So every time I see my husband is not loving me, I submit.
Wow.
The other thing that helps our marriage is having a pet name for your husband. Don't call your husband Baba Sean. No, don't call your husband Mama Tom. No. Give your husband a pet name. A pet name is a way when you relate and you call your husband by the pet name.
Yes.
There's something they do to
So
them.
how do you call him?
Sweetie.
Yes. Wow. How does he feel?
Every time I want something,
I
just tell my husband.
Sweetie. He just knows.
Sweetie,
Mary has come.
Sweetie, give me a glass of water, and you will see my husband like, it's so easy. You just go to the dispenser and get me a glass of water. It works for us.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Now, Mary, you've also told us that you are a personal finance expert.
Yes.
And I'm just now looking at this blending of you and your sweetie.
Yes.
How do you manage finances in your marriage? Because finances can be something that brings a lot of conflict in marriage.
Yes.
And we have also seen marriages separating just because of money and finances.
Yes.
And property and all that goes to that. How do you handle that?
I think it's just a point of respect and understanding each other. For us, we don't run a joint account. But we know what your role is in the market, in the family, as in, it's not written down, but after living for all these years, we know that this is your responsibility, this is your responsibility. But we support each other, so that even when my husband's responsibility, he can't put up to it, I will support. I really wonder when women say that my money is my money, his money is our money. Let me tell you, that theory does not work when it comes to finances. I've seen women, the husband has not paid school fees, but because it is responsibility, you have 1 million shillings in your account, and your husband has not paid school fees, and you're not giving him the money. Why did you marry him? You're supposed to be a helper, which is more important.
Being a helper.
Yes.
Wow, that's so.
Why would your man go throughout the night without sleeping because he's thinking of school fees, and you have it in your bank account? It doesn't make sense. Which is more important, my body or my money?
That is so good.
And that is where women we go wrong. Which is more important, your money or your body? So if I've given my man this body of mine, I think I've given him everything. I've given him everything.
Yeah,
everything that belongs to me belongs to him. Whatever belongs to him belongs to me.
I remember that you just said something when I was wedding with my husband, and my pastor, he said, whatever Martin has is Loice's, and whatever Loice's has is Martin's.
Yes.
And that, just like you, it has been our guiding principle.
Yes. We don't have a list of you have to do this, but over time, I know my roles in the family, he knows his role in the family, but when I am not able to support, including even paying the house rent, he can pay the house rent for me, and I can pay school fees. Yes. So our money is our money. We don't fight.
Wow.
We don't fight.
I like that. I like that. Oh, that's amazing. So have you ever had a time where you've had some conflict in terms of money, or the principle was just set up right from the beginning, and that's how you've lived your life? You've never had any conflict about
We've
money?
Never had. I can't remember.
You can't remember any.
Yeah. If we have, I can't remember.
It was not so significant.
Yeah.
So I think then that is a very beautiful principle, because it really makes one not to have those kind of, issues that come. This is my money. That is your money. Your money is mine, So because now you are working together.
We work together. I know how much he earns. He knows how much I earn.
Yes.
So when he needs to reach out, he just tells me, take care of this. And ask him, take care of this. And we just work together.
Move on.
Yeah.
Wow. Mary, you mentioned about your 3 children.
Yes.
And they were of different ages. I imagine others are still young, others are adolescent and something.
Yeah.
How has it been parenting this spectrum of children? Because I can see
they are different.
They are different ages and all that. And how have you done that with your husband?
Okay, I would say that one gift God has given us, my husband is a family person. Like if I go to the salon and I'm getting late and my husband says he's going home, I release him and I'm at peace where I am, because I know he will be with the kids.
With the kids, yeah.
I feel so much at peace when my husband is home, because I know my kids are fine.
Yes.
So for my 15-year-old, I would say it's just a blessing, because this boy will wake up in the morning, read the Bible, exercise, go play his chess.
He's so disciplined.
I have not gotten there. The boy is disciplined.
Woo!
Yes. He has habits to save his money. Recently, he asked me, what product can I sell to him from Britain? And he opened a money market account.
At what age?
Through the dad at 15 years.
At 15 years old.
Then I'm asking him, you're not carrying your where he goes to school, they use cards. So we give him an allowance of 1,000 shillings every month. Then this time, he says he's not carrying his card. We are going to load his card, but he's not going to carry it, because he wants that money to go into his money market account.
Wow.
Yes.
Those are the values you passed down to your children. Wow, amazing.
So we just thank God that boy has just turned out, and now the next to 10 and 7 years old, they have nothing but just to copy. There's so much pressure for them to become.
Because this is the firstborn, and they are
Yeah.
modeling that.
Oh
my
modeling
goodness!
that.
Yeah.
I have not seen that level of discipline.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it's about me, because sometimes I flow,
Yeah.
but I think it's by the grace of God.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, you have made your relationship work, and you believe
Yes.
in relationships
Yes.
working.
Yes, I believe 50-50 relationships don't work because there's no way of measuring.
Yes.
If Coach Loice today,
Yes.
if I said I am giving you 50% of what I have, how would you measure that? I can only measure what I'm giving, which is 100%.
100%.
So it doesn't matter if I want this relationship to work and say I come to your house like 10 times. You've never been to my house. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I want this relationship. I will keep coming until you wake up and give back. Because
Yes.
maybe coming to my house is not what you're giving in the relationship. So you cannot measure. Let whatever I'm giving you, pull out whatever belongs to me from you. Yes.
Wow. Now, I think you have your camera there. Maybe I want you now to speak to that woman who is struggling in her marriage because of finances, because of lack of principles. You talked about principles, and even right before your marriage, you had principles. What did you tell that woman?
One thing I will tell you is that prayer moves mountains. Whatever circumstance you're going through, God is aware and God is the author. You cannot change a man. It's only God who can change a man. So take it to God in prayer. And then no one can resist kindness. Have you seen a dog? Have you gone to a home that has a dog? What do? They bark and they come to attack you. But the moment you caress that dog at the neck, it believes you're the part of the family.
Wow.
So no one can resist kindness. It doesn't matter what your spouse is doing to you, whether it's your husband or it's your wife. So long as you show kindness, no human being can resist kindness.
Wow. Yes. Thank you so much, Mary. I hope you have heard that. Yes, this is from a woman who has been married for 18 years. Now, as we come to the close, Mary, I want to see what ignites your marriage. You've talked about the pet name for the husband, for the wife, and all that. So I'm thinking about the rituals, the habits that you have developed over time. Now, this is between not you and the children, but
me and my husband.
You and your sweetie. Yes.
We date every week, if it's possible.
Every week you date.
Date every week, and we don't talk about money.
Yes.
We don't talk about family. We don't talk about work. We don't talk about in-laws. We just talk about us.
Yes.
How are you feeling? We have this phrase that we say, I feel distance.
Yes.
And I think last night I slept with the neighbor.
Yeah. That's a nice one.
I am sleeping with the neighbor. So I better go and sleep out with the neighbor out there. Why am I sleeping with the neighbor in my house? In my bed. I'm feeling distance.
No.
So every time I feel distance, I just alert my husband. Every time he feels distance, we normally bring the distance. There's no distance between us. Yes.
Wow.
We have been married for the last 18 years and we date every week.
Yes.
And one thing we have known, because we have young, as we're bringing up our kids, we realize that it's not very easy to be romantic in the house.
Yeah.
Because you start doing
growing up.
You start doing it and one of the kids just calls mom and you're there. What do? So we decide to do sex nights.
Yes.
We do sex days.
Yes.
We say this month.
Yes.
When it is convenient for each one of us.
Yes.
We go out and just enjoy sex.
And enjoy yourselves.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You have landed.
Yes.
And you have
so we date and we have sex dates.
Yes. That is so powerful.
Just for the two of us.
That's very powerful.
Yes.
Now we can see, viewers, you can see how Mary has ignited her love, has ignited her marriage, and created so many possibilities.
Yes.
And that is also something that you can learn from her story, because her story tells us that it is possible. Marriage is possible. So if you are struggling, don't worry. She has just told you, pray about it. And she talked about the principles of prayer. You need God to be a co-partner in this marriage of yours. You cannot have an amazing, fulfilling, loving marriage without God at the center. You must pray. You must also work together with your spouse and have this enriching, loving, fulfilling engagements together. You can't just be here and him there and expect things to work. So you're going to bridge that gap, and as Mary said, don't stay or sleep with the neighbor.
Yes.
Merge, blend, and let your marriage blossom.
Something I would like to mention, you also need to learn the love language of your spouse.
Yes.
Yes, because if you have a conflict and you speak the love language of your spouse,
Yes.
it breaks them.
Yes.
So that is one thing you cannot forget.
Yeah, that is so true.
Yes.
And that you may not know this at the very beginning,
Yes.
but as you move on with your marriage, you will come to realize what makes him tick, what makes her tick.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that is very powerful.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mary. It has been such a pleasure having you today, coming to share your story with the world.
Yes.
Because one woman somewhere will be ignited and explore possibilities to make her marriage work.
Yes.
So we can't take that for granted. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Asante sana. This has been Ignite Possibilities Show with Coach Loice. And today we had an amazing conversation with one woman of excellence, because she tells me excellence is one of her core values, the cornerstone in her life. And our guest Mary has shared with us a beautiful story, right even before marriage, the principles she had, and how God guided her to the man of her love. And this man, he didn't look what she had in mind. You know, as a girl, you have pictures. And she told us she thought of a man who was six-pack. But when he met this sweetie, he wasn't looking so. So looks sometimes can really deceive you, really go deeper. And that's what Mary did. And as she continued with her dating, and the dating didn't just take 1 month. It was a continuous conversation, getting to know one another. And through that process, she was able now to know her man, and as she says, the language of love of her man. And as they got married, and she got married to someone who was not from the same community in terms of her tribe, that did not matter, because the principles were right. She has kept her family well. Her children are well guided, just like she told us. And she has continued to ignite the passion in her children, helping them to do what they love, helping them to know principles in life, such like saving and investing, even at a very young age. I think that is something we can emulate even with our children, in our marriages. We are so grateful that you are able to listen to us. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much, and until next time, God bless you.